she found in drawing and literature.
His art is actually absolutely stunning, isn't it?
Yeah. Of matriculation, which means a public grant, Edward gained a place at Exeter College, Oxford, to study for the church. It is here that he met William Morris, who shared similar ideologies and a fascination for the arts that would later make him one of England's greatest and most influential designers. During a funeral visit to the cathedrals in northern France, the two friends decided to abandon their ecclesiastical vocations and turned wholeheartedly towards developing their creative talents. Through their love of the writings of John Ruskin, eminent art critic of the day, became familiar with the pre-Raphaelite English school of painters formed by John Everett Millais, William Holman Hunt, Paul Madox Brown and Dante Gabriel Rossetti. Burne-Jones and Morris abandoned their university education to follow Rossetti, who became their mentor in art and design, whimsically describing his protege as the nicest fellow in dreamland. That's how Rossetti described Ned. The nicest fellow in dreamland.
Oh.
Isn't that lovely?
That's a lovely quote.
Imagine somebody describing you as the nicest fellow in dreamland.
Yeah.
It was through Rossetti that the then poverty-stricken Burne-Jones gained his first commission to design the cartoon for The Good Shepherd, a stained glass window for James Powell and Sons, the most notable producers of ecclesiastical stained glass at the time. After a 4-year engagement, Burne-Jones married Georgina MacDonald, daughter of a Methodist minister. They subsequently had 3 children, but only 2 of them survived. Oh, listen. Philip was born in 1861, Margaret in 1866, and then Christopher in 1864, who only lived for 3 weeks. In 1861, Edward joined William Morris in his new business empire, Morris Marshall, Falconer & Co., together with Rossetti, Ford, Madox Brown and the architect Philip Webb. Burne-Jones was elected to the Old Watercolour Society in 1864, an exclusive but conservative group of painters. His radical though elegant style was the cause of some criticism from the art establishments, most so of the members. His submission of a controversial painting, Phyllis and Demorphone, offended the Society's conventions to such an extent by highlighting his affair with the beautiful heiress Maria Zambaco that he resigned his membership, purportedly on the grounds of artistic integrity.
Oh, good on him.
From about 1867, a marked transition became apparent in the artist's work. He moved away from the early influence of Rossetti and developed his own original style based on the Italian masters, initially content to sell his paintings to an increasing circle of private patrons, which critical acclaim and financial prosperity eventually followed his showing of several works, including The Beguiling of Merlin at the Grosvenor Gallery in 1877. It was here that Burne-Jones continued to exhibit, establishing himself as the most enigmatic and controversial painter until her closure 10 years later. A newfound notoriety resulting in the painter dubiously accepting an unsought honour to associate member of the Royal Academy in 1885. He maintained this position despite certain hostilities and making only 1 submission of his entire time until he resigned from the Royal Academy in 1893. He was the very first artist in the history of the Royal Academy to resign.